Pretty much on a daily basis, I get asked the same three questions. One, how are you so handsome? Well, it's a little bit of genetics sprinkled in with me eating a lot of fruit and I moisturize. Two, do you have a hot body to go along with that face? Well, there's a reason why I keep my shirt on in public, because every time I take it off, people just happen to faint. And then it's a messy sight because they faint, they fall out, they hit their head on something hard, then they bleed and blood's everywhere, and it's just a real messy sight. And three, what is the best business to build online? Well, lucky for you, you're at the right place at the right time, so you can listen to a handsome man with his shirt on talk about how you can make 7 figures online in your business, just as I have. And I'm not going to be talking about anything fancy or anything cutting edge or anything new, and I don't have any fancy Lamborghini in the background or anything like that. I just have a pretty cool Iron Man helmet right here, but I'm going to be breaking down something that's actually real, to whereas you can actually build something that is real, that is going to last you for a long time. This isn't any side hustle video. This isn't any easy passive income video. This is just a true, tried method and business that will pay you forever if you build it the right way. I'm talking about something that you can build once and build a system for yourself. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So your system can do the heavy lifting and you can actually make more while working less and get your time back. And this simple business model, it's not a secret, but most people just overlook it. And they overlook it because they're looking for the new way to get rich or the new way to make a whole bunch of money online, when the tried and true method is sitting there, hiding in plain sight in front of your face every single day. But like 99% of people, they just seem to not be able to see it, or they're just kind of willingly ignoring it because they don't want to do the few things that are necessary in order to make this thing work. And the 1% see the opportunity, capitalize on the opportunity, and make a lot of money from it when everybody else doesn't. So it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break down this business model for you. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you'll probably just end up in the 99% of people that don't take advantage of the easiest opportunity literally in the existence of humanity. So if you want to be in the 1%, which is very, very easy and very, very simple and very, very attainable to do, just lock in for 5 minutes and don't just listen to this information. Listen to it and apply it, because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Look, here's what nobody's telling you. We've entered the connection era. So the money isn't in owning the thing. It's in connecting people to the thing. So just think about it for a second. Uber, they don't own cars. TikTok, they don't own any content. Airbnb, they don't own any real estate, right? But what do all these companies do? They connect people to the cars. They connect people to the content. They connect people to the real estate. Amazon, for the most part, doesn't even own any products, right? It's a bunch of sellers on Amazon. And Amazon connects the people to the products. All that they do is bridge a gap between people that have the thing and people that want or need the thing. And they simply just bridge the gap and they bring these two together. Now, how does all this stuff apply to you? Because I know you clicked this video to figure out what is the best business to start online for yourself, right? Well, the only money that people are really making, like, yeah, people, they make a little bit of money here and there and all these various different things and all these side hustles and all this crap, right? But the main way that people are making money online is from making info products. Now, there's two main types of info products that are selling right now, and they're either going to be digital products or communities. These are the main two. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that even the community is a digital product. And what a lot of people don't realize is that anything, literally anything to where it's the deliverable of it is digital, it is a digital product. So a lot of times people, they're just thinking of digital products to be something like a template or a checklist or a PDF or something like that, right? Or they're thinking like a ebook or a course. Well, even though all these things are digital products, well, you can add a community to this because the deliverable of it is digital. You can add some type of coaching program, right? If the deliverable of it is digital, you can add some type of software or SaaS because the deliverable of it is digital. So why I said that this is hiding in plain sight is because everybody, literally, damn near every day in my comments, in my emails, I get this question from people: what is the best business to start? Or does this thing work? Or what digital product to sell? Or what type of community should I have? Or what kind of course should I have? Listen, they're all info products. And everybody whose content that you consume teaching on what is the next best thing or the hottest strategy or this secret passive way to make some easy side hustle passive income money, all that they're doing is selling an info product. And the only info products or the only digital products that are selling are informational, digital products, and communities. But the thing that has a lot of people messed up is that they're thinking that people are going to buy info. They don't just want to buy info. Why? Because info is readily available. Everything is YouTubeable. You're on YouTube right now. And Googleable, and ChatGPTable, and AIable. And Google has their own AIable, Geminiable. And I think Twitter even has an AI now. What's it called? Grok. So stuff is Grokable. All the littleables is why people don't sell info products. So it's not about the info, it's about the transformation. Because this is what people are actually buying. They're not just buying the information. People, they're buying transformational info products. They're buying transformational digital products. They're buying transformational communities or joining transformational communities. Because people, they're simply in a current state or their current situation, and all that they want to get to is their desired situation. That's simply just a transformation. So transformational info products, transformational digital products, transformational communities are what's selling. And just like with all these huge companies that I used earlier as an example of Uber, TikTok, Airbnb, or Amazon, or I can probably off the top of my head name another 50 to 100 companies that really don't own the thing or they don't market or sell the thing, right? Remember, we're in the connection era. They connect people to the thing. So your digital product or your community is simply going to be the vehicle of transformation. This single thing alone allowed my very first digital product to make a little over 900K. Realizing this single thing alone has allowed me to make well over 7 figures online in my business. So many people struggle to make money online because they're trying to think of a thing to sell. They're trying to think of what is the best thing to sell. Or they are thinking of these info digital products and they're thinking of what is the best digital product to sell. Or they are thinking of building a community and they're thinking, what is the best type of community? What is the community launch strategy? What to do with the community? They're thinking of the thing. They're trying to sell the pieces instead of the payoff. And the payoff is simply just a transformation. That's what sells. That is the connection. And you don't need a big audience. You do not need startup capital. And you don't even need to be an expert. All that you need is one transformation that people want. And you need a simple vehicle to deliver that transformation, to connect people to their transformation, to connect people to their desired situation. And that vehicle is going to be a digital product or a community. But either one that you pick, it takes the same effort to sell it. It takes the same effort to sell a checklist as it does to sell a course. It takes the same effort to sell an ebook as it does to sell a coaching program. It takes the same effort to sell some template as it does to sell a community. The deliverable of it is all the same. You're going to have to do the same actions in order to get it into somebody's hands. And everybody online, everybody whose content that you're consuming, they're selling one or two of these things. They might call it something different. They might have it mentioned as something else in their marketing to whereas you think that it's something else. But at the core level of it, they're all the same. I don't care if it's a low ticket product or a high ticket product. They're all one of these two things. Somebody could have a $50,000 mastermind. Well, in actuality, it's just a community. It probably has some on-demand course element available, and then it'll probably have some type of coaching element with it and a community, right? But just because it has a higher price ticket on it, or it's called something that sounds really clever, it's just a community. And at the bones of it, what any community is, whether it be something high ticket or low ticket, they typically have some type of on-demand training available or on-demand education with some element of coaching and some element of community. And most people that fail miserably in starting an online business, they go and they try to get into all these business models that are not beginner friendly. So they'll try something like drop shipping, or they'll try something like e-commerce, or they'll try something like Amazon FBA, or they'll try affiliate marketing, or they'll spend 6 to 8 months recording a course that they have no clue on how to sell the course. And then they spend all this time, energy, or effort in building a course or in building a funnel. And then they think that the funnel is going to sell their course because they now have a funnel. Well, no, the money isn't in having the thing. The money isn't in creating the thing. The money is in connecting people to the thing. And why I say that this stuff is hiding in plain sight to all these people that jump into all this crap and all the other crappy businesses out there is that they don't see that the person that introduced them to drop shipping, what are they doing? They're selling a digital product or a community to teach the drop shipping. Same thing with the e-com, same thing with the Amazon FBA, same thing with the affiliate marketing, same thing with the course, same thing with the funnel. They're all selling some type of digital product. They all learned the skill or acquired a skill, got a result with that skill, and then teach the skill. That's where the money is being made. And then another place where most people mess up is that they see these people, or they see somebody like myself. And I hate this lane that I guess technically that I'm considered in, but the make money lane, right? So you'll have all these people that are listening to these gurus talk about how to make this money online. And then they go and try to be a how to make money guru, but they have not made any money online. And then they wonder why they can't grow their how to make money online business, because you ain't made no money online. The separator from me and somebody else that is trying to talk about the same information is that I've made 7 figures online. They've made nothing. So there's one gentleman that comes to mind right now. He's branding himself as the 8-figure coach, but he has not made $1. Therefore, nobody is going to believe him because he has no facts. He has no proof to verify what it is that he's saying. He's talking about stuff that he thinks versus talking about stuff that he knows. And that right there is the golden ticket and the golden opportunity for everybody. It's teaching stuff that you know. Look, I haven't had one person tell me that they can't answer yes to both of these questions. And If anybody can answer yes to both of these questions, I am sure that you can build a minimum six-figure business for yourself. And I know that I'm probably shooting short right now, and I hate saying six figures all the time, but most people just have a limiting belief that they can make seven figures. But bare minimum six-figure business, if you can answer yes to both of these questions. Has anybody ever asked you how to do anything? It can literally be anything. And then the second question is, have you seen anybody else making money from the same exact stuff that people ask you how to do? I guarantee you the answer is yes. So what's the problem? Why aren't you making money how other people are making money? Because there's a proof of concept that there's money to be made there. The problem is that you don't know how to connect your solution to the person that has the problem. And that's a simple fix. And at the end of this video, I'll give you a resource to where you can build a complete system for yourself to deliver this transformation to people. Like, you won't have to go out and try to find a bunch of people. They will come and find you. And it's really, really easy to sell stuff to people when people are coming to you and begging you to buy what you have versus you chasing people and begging them to buy what you have. But there's so many people that are looking outside of themselves for something that they can sell, or a way that they can make money, or a way that they can, and please eliminate these words out of your vocabulary if you ever say them, a way that they can have a side hustle when side hustles keep you broke. And why do side hustles keep you broke? Because you have side hustle mentality. You're just gonna treat it like something on the side. And any side projects, people, they never do. Think about it. People, they go out here and they try these side hustles, put no energy, effort, time, resources, money behind it, but they put all their energy, effort, resources, and time into their full-time job. Why? Because it's their full-time job and they know that they're going to make money from it. Therefore, they move with 100% of their energy with it. But a side hustle, most people don't even think that they're going to make any money with it. Therefore, they don't move with the intention to make money. Therefore, they never do. But seriously, if anybody's ever asked you how to do anything, it can be literally anything. I have somebody in my community that helps people with porn addiction. I have someone else in my community that is a holistic healer using ancient spiritual African techniques. I have somebody else in my community that literally tattoos hairlines on people. We have people that are stay-at-home moms helping people become more organized, more productive stay-at-home moms. Like, it can be anything. I once helped somebody that helped people breathe. Think about that. Something that we do each and every single day without even thinking about it. You know, they help people breathe better. And I actually learned some stuff through coaching this person, because I didn't know that so many problems that people have, like at the root of it, it's because they're not breathing properly. A lot of people that get anxious, it's a breathing problem. So she knew how to help people that deal with anxieties do these breathing exercises to bring down their anxiety and get them like back on a even keel base. I was at this networking event. I met somebody that was making somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 a month teaching people how to walk dogs through a digital product. I met a lady in the Delta Lounge one day, right? I had a long layover. I'm in the Delta Lounge, and she built a 7-figure per year business teaching other women how to knit. Yes, knitting, like knitting little mitts and gloves and little hats and scarves and stuff like that. There's people that are building multi-million-dollar empires teaching people how to garden. But everybody that you watch content from, including myself, for the most part, unless they're just being an entertainer, you don't just want to be an entertainer, you don't just want to be a content creator, because most content creators, they're broke, and you need a big audience in order to be a content creator. But if you have a micro niche channel and a micro niche personal brand, and you brand yourself around being somebody that has a solution to a specific problem for a specific person in the marketplace, you can make a lot of money with way less eyeballs. And this model is so powerful Because for one, it's digital based. So that means no inventory, no shipping, no stress. It's knowledge based. So you teach what you know, even if it's simple. So you teach what you know. It's content powered, which means that you don't have to pay for marketing or you don't have to pay for advertising. And this is something that a lot of people seem to not be able to comprehend either. They watch all this content for hours upon hours every single day from people that are only making the content to drive traffic to their digital products, to their communities, and to their offers. And they're always asking, how can I do it without making content? You can't. It's impossible. So if you want to build an online business and you don't want to make any content, just stop. Just stop. Just keep on working a job or go and apply and find a better job out there. It's not going to work for you. And I don't want to be like, oh man, Aston, that Aston CEO guy. I found this guy named Aston CEO on YouTube and he was mean because he told me the truth. Because I want to build an online business and I don't want to make any content. He said it's not going to work for me. It ain't. Everybody else out here on the internet is telling all these lies and wanting to make you feel good. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, Captain. You got to get on camera. Well, what about, can I do faceless? No, you can't. It ain't going to work for you. And there's a reason why you heard about faceless stuff and making all this money faceless from somebody with the face. Because they're really monetizing a digital product, teaching the faceless, teaching the skill behind the faceless, but they know that they can't make any money from their offer unless they show their face, because people buy stuff from people that they know, like, and trust. And that person knows that the faceless stuff isn't a business. It's for people that just want to be content creators and just want to make a little bit of money from getting views on AdSense or something from YouTube. So they targeted the people that have side hustle mentality and be like, hey, here's a way that you can make some money with faceless YouTube channels or faceless digital products or faceless whatever faceless stuff that they're talking about. But 100% of the time, you're hearing about it from somebody with the face, and that face has some type of offer, and they're making that content about the faceless stuff with their face because they know that that is the only way that they can build their business. Because you wouldn't buy their offer, you wouldn't buy their digital product, you wouldn't buy their course, you wouldn't buy their community if there was no face attached to it that you could trust. And even for those people that do want to run ads or something like that, they don't realize the ads are content. Like, in order to pay for advertising, what is an ad? An ad is some type of content, whether it be print media, video media, it's all media. You gotta create something. Ain't no way around it. But if you focus on the right content and you do it the right way and you don't be out here distracted by all the vanity metrics of likes and views and all that stuff and trying to be a content creator, and you only focus on making stuff for the person that would buy your offer, then the content game, it gets a lot more simple and a lot easier, especially once you build on a platform like YouTube. Think about it. There's a reason why I only make YouTube content. There's a reason why I have not been on social media since 2023. And I quit social media in 2023 when I had over 120-something thousand Instagram followers and tens of thousands of TikTok followers. Quit it. Why? Because I know that I make educational content, and I know that I have offers in the community for people that are going to make some type of educational content. So where would be the best place for me to make educational content? YouTube, because people come to YouTube to learn about everything. Even people that want to do all that faceless crap, where do they go? They come to YouTube to learn about it from a face. Even people that want to grow TikTok accounts, where do they go? They don't go to TikTok to learn how to grow a TikTok account. They type that into the YouTube search bar and then they watch long form videos on how to do it. Same thing with Instagram, same thing with Twitter, same thing with LinkedIn, same thing with whatever exists. They all come to YouTube to learn about it. If somebody wants to lose weight, they come to YouTube to learn about it. If somebody wants to learn how to quit porn, they come to YouTube to learn how. If somebody wants to learn how to be more productive and reset their dopamine receptors, they come to YouTube to learn about it. If somebody wants to learn how to get dates with whoever it is that they want to get a date with, they come to YouTube to learn about it. YouTube trumps all. And when you power or partner YouTube with your digital products in your communities, which is another pro, is that it becomes evergreen, because you build your offer once and you can sell it forever. And then partnered with the YouTube channel that is the only evergreen platform, you can attach your offer to your content, and your content is literally working for you 24/7, 365 for years to come. That's why YouTube trumps all, because YouTube is the only content platform that compounds. Everything else is here today, gone today. Most of the time, if you have a good piece of content, gone tomorrow. But YouTube is the only place where content lives for years. I just started taking my YouTube seriously last year. On a month-to-month basis, 2 of my top 3 performing videos on a month-to-month basis are things that I did over a year ago. Nothing else has that effect. Nothing else has that power. So I can create a true digital asset of an offer and attach that to another true digital asset of a YouTube channel, and they're both just going to compound over time. They stack together and they don't cannibalize themselves like most people's businesses cannibalize themselves. So most people, they try to get started in online business, their business goes like this, and at some point it just ends up cannibalizing itself. Whereas if you follow this model, you get a true flywheel effect, and it may take some time to get started, but it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes, and it compounds, it expands, versus something contracting and getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller till it cannibalizes itself. And I know in years past, I was building businesses thinking that I was thinking long-term, but learning the hard way that I was just building something that could not last and something that is just going to eat itself, versus something that is going to grow and grow as I grow. And then the real power with this model comes in, especially if you add a community aspect to it. Because with community, you can add another level of support to your customers. And support equals retention. And retention equals more revenue. And this is a big thing that a lot of online businesses struggle with. It's retention. So if you just think about any business model, the hardest thing in business to do is to acquire a new customer. So think about it. If you have some level of community to your business, you've already acquired that customer. So it will be way easier to support that customer, to retain that customer, to add additional revenue over time than to go out and get new customers. That's why people are always thinking about creating new offers, new products, new launches, because they've burnt out their reach or who they perceive as their market to be. They think that they have nobody else to buy, or they're always thinking about hopping into a new niche or something so they can go and find some new people to buy, instead of focusing on retaining the people that have already bought. And having a community aspect to your business could be something else that could compound over time as well. And you can have this flywheel effect here versus something that implodes on itself. And the best part with this is that it's beginner friendly, it's scalable, and it is profitable as hell. One of the things that I really hate amongst a lot of educators in my space is all these high ticket guys, and they're always talking about all this high revenue that they made. But for probably like, I'll say 88 to 92% of them, it's all just smoke and mirrors. Like, they're not making that much money. With a lot of those people in the high ticket space, they're talking about their revenue. They're not talking about their profit. So they're not talking about the actual cash that they collected in profit. They're talking about revenue, or they're talking about commitments that people made to pay them, or commitments in payment plans. Because in the high ticket space, majority of people are either on a payment plan or they get some type of financing. Like there's companies that give out loans for these coaching programs and whatnot. Or they may put down a down payment and then they have a payment plan. And guess what? Majority of those people don't keep up with payment plans. That's why if you just do any little level of research, like literally 5 to 10 minutes of research, you will see all the horror stories out there of people out there that believed in the Wizard of Oz and then skipped on down the yellow brick road and got there and realized that the Wiz ain't real. I personally know somebody that goes around here talking about how he had this $1 million a day. Oh my gosh. But he had $1 million in commitments. He didn't have $1 million in cash. And out of that $1 million that was committed, he actually only collected about $250,000, but he never talks about the $300,000 in advertising that he paid for. So if you actually do the math, he's down $50,000. He's down 50 grand in the hole. But he runs around in his marketing talking about how he made this $1 million in a day. But I'm telling you, all that you need to get to a 6-figure level, I'm tired of saying 6-figure stuff. All that you need to get to a 7-figure level is one clear offer with one clear transformation. You attach that to one source of traffic. That is all that you need to get to a 7-figure level. So let me show you how you can do that in 4 steps. All right. So first, you got to pick a transformation, not a niche. Transformation, not a title, a transformation. So you got to ask yourself, what specific result can I help someone get? Can you help someone go from burnt out mom to energized and confident? Can you help someone go from flabby stomach to flat stomach? Can you help someone that's not able to, make it to the 4th quarter with their lady to being able to make it to double overtime? Can you help somebody that's not limber go to being able to do the Asian squat? And there's a guy that comes to mind right now because I was looking up for ways to become more limber, came across this guy that only makes content about how to do the Asian squat. And that's a goal that I have for myself, because I'm like, if I can just comfortably do this squat, then I know that I'm gonna be all right. Like if I could just chill outside and kick it in a squat position and be comfortable sitting down and resting there and like not needing a chair. That's like a goal that I have. I want to get some of my limberness, if that is even I don't even think that's a word, but I want to become more limber. But whatever it is, always think of the transformation. It's not so much the product, it's about the transformation and you connecting the person with the vehicle of your digital product or community to that transformation. And then we package that vehicle, or we package that solution. So this is the product. Is this going to be an ebook? Is this going to be a course? Is this going to be a 60-minute workshop? Is this going to be a challenge? Is this going to be a template vault? Is this going to be a community? But all of that isn't the product. It's just the package. Remember, that's the vehicle. The transformation is the product. And with this packaging, a lot of people, they're always trying to make it perfect. With this, the goal is not perfection. The goal is done. You can always upgrade it later, but your primary objective is to get it done, get it out, and get it into the hands of people so you actually know how to make it better. So a lot of people, they can't make a good product. They can't make a good offer. They can't make a good community because they're always going off of what they think versus what they actually know from other people. And the worst business decision that you could ever make is building a business and building a product and building an offer, building a community from what you think instead of what you know. But you won't ever know anything until you get it into the hands of somebody quickly and you get some actual feedback from those people. So you want to stay in constant feedback loops so you can make your product better over time. That's how you actually do make that quote unquote perfect product that everybody just wants to make right out the gate. And then third, you want to build the traffic bridge. This is where, unfortunately, this is where 99% probably get lost. Most people, they think that they have a product problem when they don't have a product problem, they have a traffic problem. And so many people are actually good to great at what they do, but the problem is that nobody knows that they exist. And so many people are focused on tinkering with their product and tinkering with their offering, tinkering with their community. They're not thinking about, how can I get more traffic on it? How can I get more eyeballs? How can I get more leads to convert a percentage of those leads into sales? And I'm telling you, go all in on YouTube. It is by far the best traffic source. I don't even have the biggest YouTube channel yet, but just last month alone, I would have had to spend over $42,000 in ads for the same amount of traffic that my small YouTube channel got. It's insane. I got to save $42,000 and I got paid by YouTube to build my personal brand, to build my impact, to build my influence, which is going to build my income. I got paid for that instead of me having to pay $42,000 in ads for it. But I remember having a conversation with my friend when I was like, man, I'm going on YouTube. I'm gonna get off of social media 100%. And he was like, what? But you got 100-something thousand followers. I was like, man, I would much rather have 10,000 YouTube subscribers than 100,000 Instagram followers or 100,000 TikTok followers. I've been proven to be right because to this day, I only make YouTube content. And with YouTube, you don't need 10,000 views. You need the right 100 views. And you need those right 100 views to come back and watch the next video and watch the next video and watch the next video. And that's fairly simple to do on YouTube once you know how to work it, instead of letting it work you. And at the end of this video, I'll give you a complete YouTube system that you can start implementing for yourself today. And then the fourth step is to stack the community. And this is a big one. This is something that took me years to fully come to the realization to. And looking back at it, I had the idea of it back in like 2021, but really didn't start to implement it until last year. And I'm like, man, I could have got started with this and made this the main thing and the main focus years ago. And I'm telling you, with all this stuff that I'm breaking down with you, the best time to start it was yesterday. The second best time is right now. So don't let years pass by like I did. But this is the secret sauce, because here, you're not just selling an offer, you're building a movement. Because when you stack a community around your product, you build word of mouth, retention, built-in accountability, and a reason to raise your price over time. And that's what I have with my community. It's crowded at the top. It's not just a program, it's not just a community, it's a results engine. And the more assets that I create within the community over time, and the more people that join the community over time, it only increases its value. And as it increases its value, I raise the floor of my business. So a mistake that I made years ago was that I was always focused on raising the bar, but I had no floor set. So one day my income literally went to zero overnight, completely bottom out. But if you don't focus on raising the bar, but you focus on raising the floor, just in the rare event that stuff does start to go bad for you, well, at least you land right here instead of bottoming out. So anything that I will do in business now, henceforth and forevermore, I'm only focused on things to where I can raise the floor over time instead of reaching new heights. I want to reach new lows to whereas I know no matter what, the first of the month, bare minimum, this is how much money I'm going to make. Years pass, I've had 6-figure months. Well, guess what? I started the next month at zero and had to go and do it all over again. And that hustle, it can be exhausting. Whereas now, all that I want to do is make peaceful, purposeful, passionate profits and raise the floor as I go. And I've been very fulfilled and very peaceful along the way. But to get all this stuff cracking, you don't need to be the expert. You just need to be at least 1 to 2 steps ahead of whoever it is that you're serving, of whoever it is that you're helping, of whoever it is that you're leading along the way. And then along the way, always be working on yourself, your personal development, your skill set, acquiring new skills and developing those new skills as you acquire them, to where you can always stay steps ahead of those people that you are helping, to those people that you are leading. So you can always come up with a new solution to whatever problems that they have along the way. I'm telling you, you do that, you focus, you lock in, it becomes very, very, very simple to get numbers coming in online in your business, just like all them that you see on the screen right now. And if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. For personal coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only a few bucks a day to join right now, literally less than a cup of coffee per day. So go ahead and click the link down in the description and tap in, and I'll see you on my coaching call this Wednesday. Now I'm telling you, everybody out here on the internet, including myself, this is what we're all doing. And it really, really pains me when people spend all their time consuming information and not producing any information, when the only way that you are going to make money online in your business from your intellectual property, from your IP, is from you becoming a producer of info, not just a consumer of info. And the primary difference between you and everybody else that you see out here that is successful is that you watch them and you don't create anything to where people can watch you. And that is going to be the main separator, because they are building channel ways to where they can connect a transformation to somebody while you are watching them build that connection. When you can build your own connection, because people are going to discover you, they are going to come to know you, they are going to come to like you, and they are going to come to trust you, because people are always going to buy into you first and then your product. And the only reason that somebody will believe into your product, the only reason that somebody will believe into your community, the only reason why somebody will believe in your offer is because they believe and trust in you. But you got to put yourself out there so people can come to know you, like you, and trust you. And you being your unique, authentic self is your separator in all this sea of competition. It really ain't that competitive, because nobody has any stick-to-itiveness to stick at any one thing for an extended period of time. And then when they do try for that little bit of time that they try to look, sound, act, and create like somebody else instead of looking, sounding, and creating like them. And they don't realize that they are the separator. So be yourself along the way while you're doing all this stuff. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And go ahead and check out this system right here for a complete marketing system around YouTube that literally turns it into a sales machine on autopilot. It's Credit at the Top.